All right, I have recruited somebody here for this one. This is Angela. I think many of you know her. She is my significant other. And in this video, we want to talk about how she was able to acquire her beauty business, New York Hair Company in Bradenton, which is something you recently did. I wanted to start by asking you, what do you think now that you've acquired that business? And look, I helped. I helped guide her. You did the work. You did the work. You secured your commitment letter on your own from the lender. You raised your capital. You sourced the deal. You did all the NDA work back and forth with brokers. Obviously, I helped you some with diligence, but you really led the deal. It's not like I did it for her. Yes, I guided her, but having gone through that process, what's your expectation or what's your thought? Was it easier than you expected? Was it harder than you expected? How was it before you closed, that process of buying a company, not running it, because we'll talk later about how it's gone, now that you've closed the deal and now you've stabilized the business and how that's going. But in going from 0 to 1, where was it at for you? How difficult was it and how did it go?
So I didn't really understand this whole business buying process when we started.
Right.
But now that I have bought a business and I've had time to really sit down and think, I realized that it's like the way we've been working. It's like having like a personal trainer. It's like having a coach. So in that way, it's been nice. It's been simple. It's
You're
been
talking
easy.
about me working with you.
Yeah, you're
Got it.
working with
Okay.
me.
Got it.
It's like you have someone that tells you what to do, like which step to do. Like you don't really do much thinking yourself. You have this guideline, and then you do the hard work. So you do have to do a little something, but it was nice since I didn't have to think. I didn't have to come up with things that I needed to do. Like
You knew what to do each day when you went to work, in other
yeah,
words.
I knew what to do, so I did that, and that's kind of like what led me to from A to B. So it took this stress away in that regards that you don't have to say, oh, I don't know what to do. You don't have to get frustrated about that. It did help me build confidence. So
Got it. So, I mean, it sounds like I didn't want this to just be a promotional video, but it sounds like you're saying knowing what to do each day when you got up was
yes,
really helpful.
yes, because I get very, I won't say lazy, but I need to know what to do. Otherwise, I get bored, I get frustrated, and I say, oh, I don't want to do this no more. So having that, like, this is what you're doing, so do this, and let's talk after again.
Right.
That made it simple for me.
What was that process like? Because before you decided to buy businesses, you were actually, and I had suggested that you consider getting into sales, getting into either selling businesses or selling property as a broker. So you were starting the steps of getting your real estate license. You decided that you didn't want to do that. And you've said in private to me that this process of buying a business was actually easier for you to get done than it was for you to get your real estate license. Now, I know you're not, English is your second language and you're not a great test taker, I think it's fair to say. But can you talk about that difference between trying to get your real estate license versus trying to buy a business, and what went wrong with the real estate license side and what went right with the business buying side?
Yeah, that's that's kind of funny. Yeah, that's true. Um, I did start the real estate license process, but yeah, I'm not a great test taker, and it was just that was really frustrating for me because I had to focus on taking a test, and it was really stressful. I had to use I made those little cards,
Right, the
flashcards, and I
flashcards.
had to
Yeah.
learn all the new words. I had to take tests. I had to like really study, and I'm not good at studying on my own. And like if I had taken like a school way of the real estate, it would have been no, it was too much work for me. So
That's fine.
yeah, we kind of agreed on, oh, okay, let's try to buy a business because you kind of did that work for me.
What do you mean I did what work for you?
You already had your program,
Oh, in other words, I knew how to do it.
yes, the study guide. So
What was it that made you decide to buy a business? I think you had said that you thought what I was doing was interesting. Is that really what did it? Was it you hearing me on the phone, like negotiating deals and stuff like that? What was it that made you decide? Because I never pushed you. Some people I think, oh, Jason probably, pushed her to buy a business, or Jason like told her like I need you to. That conversation never happened, as you know. But what was it? I think I know the answer, but I want you to tell the people. What was it that got you to decide, I want to do this?
So yeah, as we were together for a while, I finally understood what it was that you were actually doing. I knew that, yeah, you were working, and because it's kind of like your thing. I didn't really understand it. And with my English, it was a lot of like big words.
Sure.
So I just heard how passionate you were on the phone. You were always laughing, smiling, and you were just loving your job. And so I became more curious about like why am I hating my job, and I hate waking up in the morning. I hate going to work. I have to stand 8, 10, 12 hours on specific days, and it's just exhausting. And I want to move back to Denmark because this is just like it's not fun. And then I was like, what exactly are you doing? Why are you loving your life, your work, your job? Like, why are you so passionate about this? Like, what's so much fun? Why you keep laughing while you're working? And so it became more
Got it.
like exciting. And yeah, that's really what
That was
was the
what
goal.
got
Yeah.
it. And so then you decided to get into the beauty business or the beauty industry
Yes.
based on you studied retail in college
Yes.
and you're interested in the beauty business and the beauty world. It's just, I see you on your Instagram or whatever. That's just kind of where you gravitate fashion and health and style and all of that. So I feel like that was a natural fit for you. The beauty business, I think, is a good business, by the way, because women are going to, they could have no money, but, and I've seen your behavior in other women, right? You're going to do whatever you can to get your hair done, to get your nails done, to take care of yourself.
That's
So I think it's a
funny.
good business,
Yeah.
which I told you because you brought it up. I said, yeah, I think you could actually do well there, and I think you'll do well even in recessions. So let's talk now about you closed the deal, right? You had one deal that almost closed.
Yeah.
And go to Angela's channel. I mean, you've documented your process. So let's not go through the whole step by step because they can go to your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which we'll link
See the
below,
steps.
to see your kind of process. You had one deal that got super close, fell out at the last minute, and then a second deal that you closed. Let's talk now about post close. Talk about the day after. Let's start with the day after the deal closed and when you met all the employees. Let's talk about that. That's a really important day. How did that go for you?
I remember I was really, really nervous, but I was really excited at the same time. It was that, oh my God, this is new. This I haven't done this before, and we haven't, went over this in the program. But
Right.
here I am with my coach. Just told me to just relax, go be myself, and everything will work out. And so I try to just like have fun with it, like enjoy the process, enjoy the time. And now it's just like I'm happy every day. I can finally say that, okay, I don't hate my job. I don't have to stand somewhere for 8 hours because I actually like what I do. Now I'm the one smiling and
That's awesome.
you know.
That's awesome. So your first day went well, right? Your first day with the new employees, I think is fair to say it went pretty well. You brought donuts, if I'm not mistaken.
I did, and yeah, it's like when you have a birthday. Definitely in my country, you bring in cake or you bring in something because who doesn't like a little bite of something? And yeah, so I enjoyed my first day of work
Yeah.
and
And you have that nice charm to you, which I think is really, especially if you're buying a good business, a business where you want to keep things going as they've been going, where you're not trying to change things. You really want to lead with the honey, not the stick, or the honey, not the vinegar, I guess is actually the phrase. In other words, be sweet. Don't come in and, hey, this is the way it's going to go, and these are my rules, and da 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 da. And so I think you naturally did well at that. That's your personality. So that went well.
I think like I want to make a place where I would love to work and not where you have someone breathing down your neck and always like "Grr." So
Yeah.
I guess yeah, that's my personality, but
Yeah.
that's why I'm happy.
So you met with the employees. Things went pretty well there. Where it was tougher for you, I think, and I want you to talk about this, based on what I've seen, it looks like the most frustrating part of this whole process for you has really not been up to the close. Although your first deal falling through was frustrating,
Oh, that was so
right? That
frustrating.
sucked.
Yeah.
But even that, to me, didn't wear on you quite like the 30 days post close when you were dealing with the integrating all the QuickBooks and all the systems and converting the EIN numbers over. which is what you have to do in an asset deal. I won't geek out here, but asset deals versus stock deals, there's two ways of buying businesses. A lot of small businesses get done through asset purchase agreements, which is what you did. I actually tried to help you get it over to the other side to alleviate that stuff, but it wasn't in the cards. So you want to talk about that and what your most frustrating parts have been and now how it's going now that it's been not quite 2 months, but you're coming on your 60th day since you bought the business. So you want to talk about how the first 30 days went and then how it's going now.
Yes, in the first 30 days, I was I felt like my head was like blowing off because it was, again, new things that I hadn't seen. And it was, I wish we had done the deal the other way, maybe, because it could have saved me so much time. But also, I did learn from it. So everything, you have to kind of just think that it's just like a learning process. And
right,
you're learning from it. And now I know what to do. Like, I could buy another business myself almost because I've done it.
Yes.
That's the thing.
You went through the whole process of from 0 to 1.
From 0 to 1, yeah. And about setting up, you gotta pay taxes, you gotta do payroll now. So everything I've done and I can do, and now it's becoming easier. It's just like another job. You have that first day where everything's like, ooh, everything's new, and you do the things, and okay, now
Gets easier.
It's my job, yeah.
Well, and your business had the real strength of having an incredible manager.
Oh, yes.
Right, who operationally
great.
is amazing.
Yes.
But what the business didn't have was somebody that managed the back end, right?
Yes.
So that's what the owner of the seller was doing. She had in the salon manager and then the stylists and the receptionists, that piece handled. It was the back end where you had to fill the void.
Yes.
Right. And now you have it set up so that I think that's going better. You want to talk more about now that do you have everything set up? I think it's fair to say you do.
Yeah, I'm getting there. There's of course a few things that is still getting played a little bit with, but yeah,
You're most of the way there.
Yeah, I'm doing all the back office work. You would call like the boring work. So it's.
So what, you're overseeing, you run payroll.
Yeah, run payroll.
You do payroll twice a month. That's nice that you're not doing it weekly. It's bi-weekly, the way you have it set up. You're overseeing the books, right? You have a little bit of help with the books, but you're doing the books by and large, right?
Oh, right now I'm doing it by myself.
Okay, that's right. You haven't even set up. Because you're thinking about having a little bit of help with the bookkeeping, I think.
Yeah, I am going traveling soon. So, yeah, I gotta have a little bit of help so I don't have to think about working. Well, I will be a little bit because I actually enjoy it now. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to work because you're doing something you're passionate about now.
Compare this to the sales job you had before you bought the business.
So the sales job I had before, I'm so glad I took that sales job because it helped me build that confidence and really just not be afraid of like handling your business. If you had to do something, you just go out and do it.
So that really did work out. I suggested you got the sales job. You did.
You did.
And that you're glad you did in retrospect. Because you hated the job at the time.
I did. It was frustrating that... What was frustrating about it? It was... I tried to forget about it, new chapter of my life. But no, I just had to stand somewhere for so many hours throughout the day, and I was just going crazy. And
you were a lead generator, basically. Yeah.
Yes, and I didn't like when you do something that you don't love to do, that you're not passionate about. It becomes frustrating. Like,
sure.
You feel it, and you don't want to get wrinkles too early. Definitely not me. So I had to go into where I was thriving, which is like the beauty industry for me. That's what I did back in Europe, and now I'm back at it, and I feel better. Like, yeah.
So at this point, you're glad you did it?
I'm so glad I did it. Like, I would not have it any other way now.
Good.
I'm so happy.
Any last thoughts or advice you would give someone who's thinking about going out and buying a business? Yeah. Don't just be like, oh, work with Jason. Like, that's BS. Yeah, you can go to my website, jasonpaulrogers.com. Now, plug aside, just talk about, from your perspective, what you would advise someone to think about or to watch out for. What advice would you have? It can't be to just work with me.
No.
Because I know you do that sometimes. You like promoting my stuff because you believe in me, which is great.
But not even. I'm just like speaking from personal.
Okay, yeah.
Like how it's been easy for me because I had a tough time in America. You know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was homesick a lot because I didn't have like a niche. What is that called?
A niche or niche.
Niche.
Or you didn't have a clear path, right?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, but yeah, so definitely I like for example, a personal trainer thing because it's nice to be held accountable by someone.
Which is what you've done now with your health, right? You have a personal trainer now.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, just having someone tell you what to do, you don't have to overthink anything. You just kind of just do what they've done, and oh, there you are. You do some of the work, but I like things to be kept, like, you know, the saying, like, work smart, not hard. Now I really feel that on my shoulders. Yeah, definitely. But don't get mentored by someone that don't know what they're doing, that haven't done what you were trying to do. Kind of find someone that you would like to be in the shadow of. How do you explain that?
Yeah, basically somebody who has done what you're trying to do, right?
Yes.
I think is what you're saying.
Kind of like the personal trainer way.
Don't get a fat personal trainer if you want to be buff and skinny.
Yeah.
Basically.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it any other way. I feel like, okay, I skipped the hard ways. I didn't get my business degree in college. I didn't have money to go to college again in America. I don't like the test taking. I don't like all those, like, I felt like, okay, I was getting too old for all that. I can't go back to school, and but what am I supposed to do in America for me to actually stay? Because I want to stay, but I don't feel home here if I don't have something that I can do.
That's yours.
Yeah, that's mine.
That you want to be doing. Yeah, for sure.
It was actually the easiest thing to do. Just skip all those like annoying steps.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, a lot of people think that's just marketing, but
no, that's what happened.
But I will say, if you find a business that you're passionate about,
yeah,
and you know how to raise capital using either seller finance or the SBA, or private, like third-party lender capital, which is what you did for your most recent, the actual deal you closed. You had the commitment letter for the first deal from an SBA lender, and then the second one you did more private. But I will say that the capital raising, I think, is what scares people, because you have to raise money. I know for you that was a difficult thing at first, but the fact that you had sales experience, I think, was what helped you be comfortable to do that.
It's just like the building confidence part about not being afraid of like asking someone for what you want. That's how you get it. Otherwise, how are people gonna know that, okay, you're trying to get money here?
Right, and knowing who to ask,
yes,
and how to present it, those are key items as well, right? Because you could ask a million people for money, but if you're asking without being specific, and if you're not setting up the deal in a way that's mutually advantageous, then you're going to be in a difficult spot. So you knew, okay, ask for this much SBA finance, ask for this much seller finance, ask for this much investor capital.
So I guess it is working with a coach, pretty much.
Or you can consume the free stuff, right? I mean, it's not like someone has to.
No, this is just like
That's the way you did it.
I won't call myself lazy, but I just I like the easy.
That's what you
steps.
like. You like the trainer. You like the coach. You like that, and I get that. And
yeah, that's just me personally.
I can't be critical of that, but knowing what to do. Okay, good stuff. Do you think? Last question. Do you think you want to grow this business and just stay there? Do you think you want to do another deal? Do you want to kind of wait and see? Where are you at? Do you think it's a one and done buying business for you? You have your dream business and now you just want to grow it and enjoy it? Or do you think you want to do another one? Or maybe you're not sure.
I'm definitely trying to grow this business and make it a nice place for myself and for everyone that I work with, because they're great people, they deserve it. And it's just nicer to come somewhere where you feel home, you feel loved, you feel... Since it is like in my kind of a business, it's like you become closer with people, and that's me, the Danish part of me. I
Yeah,
like
but you didn't have
having a team.
Yes, so you want to grow the business.
Okay.
But do you think you want to do it again?
I might I might want to do that again. When I become better at it, I can spend as much time in the two businesses because I'm doing like the back office stuff. So when I go in, it's because I make myself free and available to actually just work a little bit with them. But I am doing the back office stuff, so it's
Well, and if you grow this business or buy another, you would be able to bring on back office people to help you more easily.
yeah.
That's one of the nice things about growing a business or doing more deals is as you keep growing, you have the budget to be able to hire a professional back office staff.
That's right. So I can be more with my team.
Right. So then you can do more of, like, you love doing the social media stuff. You're a good recruiter. And you're I think a good team builder and you're good with building culture. You don't like doing the back office stuff. I know that. That's the one area you don't like.
Yeah.
So I keep advising you, keep growing the business so that you can bring on that professional back office individual or individuals. You really would only need one person to start. And then you can double down on what you're good at.
Yeah.
So that would be my advice for you. Yeah, because that's what you like doing and you're better at it.
Yeah.
You're not great at the bookkeeping and stuff. I've seen you. You're not. But you're quite good at the social media stuff, which you really like, at recruiting, which you like, in the team building. All of those things I think you really like, and you're really good at them. I've seen that. So that would be my advice to you is keep getting yourself doubling down into what you really are good at and try to outsource that which you don't like. But you have to be able to grow the business to be able to afford that. Some people say, oh, hire managers, hire this, hire that. It's like, yeah, well, if the business doesn't have the bandwidth to be able to afford those things, then you're going to lead yourself.
Business.
Yeah, so you need to grow from that small business to that more, dare I say, medium-sized business.
Yeah.
Right, a little bigger, and then it can afford those things.
Because that's what I like. I want to be with the team. I want to have fun in there.
We'll get you there, and you're already growing it. You've made some good hires. You've done some good stuff. So
I'm definitely learning.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We'll do another one of these in a couple more months and see where you're at. But
okay.
Anyways, go follow her channel, her YouTube channel. You're also on Instagram. We'll put your information below. For those of you who are new to the YouTube channel here, I'm Jason. I help people buy businesses. I've done that multiple times myself. Subscribe to this channel as well. Drop your comments below. Let us know what you'd like us to talk about in the next one. And that's it. We'll see you around.